your favourite teacher?
Who is your favourite teacher at Sheahan?
Who is your favourite teacher here at Sheahan?
Probably Jared.
Jared.
Mr. Hick. Miss Bain.
There we are.
Mr. Wickham.
Mrs. Field.
Mr. Quick.
Yeah.
Mr. Wickham and Mr. Hurst. Miss Bullen. Miss Moran.
Miss Monroe.
Mrs. Taylor.
Mr. Hines.
Mr. West.
Mrs. Sachs.
Mr. Roper.
Mrs. Field.
Mrs. Sarks. Miss Garlic. Mr. Wickham.
Mr. Brown.
Chris Dog. Hursty.
Stephen Hick.
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Roper. I guess I got to say my dad.
Mr. Wickham.
Mr. Wickham.
Yeah, Mr. Wickham.
Who's your favourite teacher at Sheahan?
Mr. Critchley.
There we are. Mrs. Bell. Mrs. Sarks.
There we go.
Mrs. Shields before she left us.
Okay.
Definitely Mr. Wickham.
Mrs. Bain.
Yep.
Mark Pouchman.
Yep.
Mr. Maley.
Yep.
Miss Moran. Miss Simpkins. Mrs. Shields.
Too difficult to answer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Holmes.
Ropey.
Mr. Stewart.
Janie.
Miss Garlic.
Janie or Lisa, I don't know. Janie, Miss Flicker, Miss Garlic. Miss Wellman. And Mr. Roper. Finley's in the car. Westy all the way. Westy all the way.
Crispy Friday!
Head right now. Ready?
So what is the dumbest reason you've got a detention?
Strangest detention at Sheahan. What is the strangest reason you ever got a detention?
What's the strangest reason you've gotten a detention?
For laughing in year 7. So that was a Friday as well. I folded a sheet and stuck it in instead of cutting it and, sticking it in, so I had to scrub desks.
I put a water bottle in my hair during an exam. I got in trouble for wearing makeup when I wasn't wearing any. I told Carl Blash to fix his eyebrows around.
I poured juice on the ground and Mrs. Harvey told me to clean it up, so I wiped it up with my sleeve and she didn't like it, so she made me get a whole bucket of water to clean up this really tiny bit of juice, and then I poured that on the ground. She didn't like that either, so I got a detention. That's sick.
For checking my bank statements. I gave someone a pencil in Japanese and got a Friday. Huffed glue. I shot pins out of a holiday pen at people.
Yawning in class. Driving too fast in the car park. I got suspended for walking out of a teacher's office.
Friday detention for forgetting my shoes once in a term.
Same as Daniel. Forgetting my leather shoes.
Packing up 5 seconds before the bell.
Strangest reason you got a detention?
I crushed John's box in a vice in year 7. For Joseph supergluing my folder to a table.
For getting told to leave the tarmac, leaving, and then getting a detention from that teacher for leaving.
Grace, Tara, Chloe and I decided to skip an assembly. We found in the bathroom Grace and Tara pretended to be sick, so me and Chloe got a detention.
I got a detention when the teacher didn't turn up at my lunchtime detention.
For combing my hair during maths.
I was a few minutes late to class, and when Miss asked me where I was, I said I was doing a poo, and she gave me a detention for vulgar language.
I got a Friday for kicking Aaron Rodgers' glasses across the hallway.
Will. What? That's mean. These are so reasonable.
Changing scoreboard to 69.
So Kurt lost the audio to this part, but Kate said she popped a balloon, and then Kurt's like, oh yeah, same.
Yes, the females.
Wait, hold on. Okay, got it.
Oh yeah, beep it out, right? Like beep, like this beep.
Yeah, got it.
Who was your first crush at Sheahan?
Who was your first crush at Sheahan? Who was your first crush at Sheahan?
Who was your first crush at Sheahan?
Lockie Benedigo. Sam Murphy.
Mitch. Anderson. Collins. Weeks. Fitzgerald.
Noel Bartlett. Tom Stinson. Matt Benedigo. Ben Snare. Kurt. Sean Clayton.
Will Ditchfield.
Tom Wu.
Nick Mason.
Nick Brown.
Definitely incognito.
Jack Clark.
Lockie Benedigo. Vincent Walton.
Liz Saunders.
Ella Lestrange. Hannah Robinson.
Jack McFawn. Vincent.
Mitch Weeks. Lockie Vidaniga.
Lockie Vidaniga.
First crush at Sheahan.
First crush at Sheahan.
George Patterson.
Sydney Morelli.
Leilani.
Lucy Johnson.
Laura Moriarty. Pepe Chang.
Sarah Thompson.
Georgie Patterson.
Sophie Johnson.
Tabitha Boss-Jedsig.
Delaney Scott.
Laura Moriarty.
Cedric Brisbane.
Sarah King.
Tiana James.
Sarah King.
Albert.
Nick Wall. Sam Kennedy.
Ethan. Ben Winslow.
Our first crush at Sheahan.
Trent Johnson.
Gabriel Seo.
Yeah, Minnie Ferguson.
Monica Cowley.
I don't know.
Sarah King.
Megan Hopkins.
Lockie Vidaniga.
Lucky Vidaniga.
Lucky Vidaniga.
Lockie Vidaniga.
Who was your first crush at Sheahan?
Ethan Crisp.
Lockie Vidaniga.
Travis Stewart.
Aiden Taylor. Lockie Vidaniga.
Lockie Vidaniga.
We're good?
Yep.
Oh, that's getting a call.
Mr. Klein.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Group chat name.
Group chat name.
OG Bin Chickens.
You know what the hell?
OG Bin Chickens.
Autobots, roll out! Spaceship Wall! Yes, the females! That's not what he...
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun.